What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Mediocre Moose, here today to show you some cool practice maps. Alright guys, so I want to show you some of the features of this really cool practice map. Currently I have it set up for Dust 2. Let's run through this. Each of these walls here is a different practicing mode. Once you fire onto the wall, you could change the settings of the practice mode, and then when you're ready to do the practice, you just hop onto the center pad here. So let's start off with some defense. Let's try defending a site. We'll do 25 kills. This practice mode of defending a site, it kind of gives you an example of what it's like to hold a site. These bots are harmless, but it's good practice for seeing how many angles you're exposed from while defending the site. It gets you into the habit of turning back and forth, listening to sounds. It's definitely a good tool to practice on. To use this practice map, you can basically go back to the main lobby where we were and choose a different practice mode by just typing back into the all chat, and then you're back in the practice mode lobby. Let's try this peak practice mode. Alright, so this peak practice mode gets you into the habit of basically peeking common spots. Pretty good for just good muscle memory practice, really. So what's nice about this peeking mode is it shows you the perspective from T side, and then it shows you the perspective from CT side. So you get practice seeing both sides of this peak, and you get perspective as to what you look like to the other team. Like in this case, this is a double door practice. As you can see, I'm not the greatest at this. This is really good for just developing good habits of checking your spots. It teaches you where the common spots are on the map. Gets you in the habit of, shoulder peeking and not exposing too much of your body. So, this is a great practice mode and all. But the fact that they can't fire back, it kind of limits you and it doesn't really keep you honest. So I like one of the other modes, actually. I'll show it to you right now. Called Prefire practice. And basically, these guys are going to shoot back at you when you go to shoot at them. So if you're not checking your spots, you're going to get killed. All right, so I have it on, what's this on? On medium right now. Let's see how it is. All right, so gotta check your spots. Check your spots. Almost got killed. Check your spots. Check your spots. So this is a really great mode because it forces you to check all of your angles, and that's something that you should always do. Doing this practice mode will help you develop good habits that will carry on into a competitive matchmaking game. Just so you get into the habit of checking your angles, because one time you don't check it, that's when they're going to be there. So let's try from short. This pre-fire practice is really good. It's going to teach you where all the common spots are, and it's going to keep you honest because the bots are going to shoot back. So let's give it a shot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sometimes you just got pre-fire. The only way to get better is to check your angles, and sometimes you just got pre-fire because the human reaction is just not that good. Alright, let's try this guy. We know he's here. Check your angles, check your angles. Shit. So another thing that this practice is good for is getting you into a good habit of not exposing yourself to multiple enemies. So for instance, I know that there's going to be more than one enemy around here. So if I expose and swing wide, the computer's going to give me that feedback by shooting the crap out of me. Let's say if you have a bad habit of swinging wide, this practice mode will get you into the habit of not doing this. Alright, so let's see what happens. Oh shit, so I was fighting 3 guys right there, right? So that's what happens when you swing wide. So this practice mode will basically train you to not expose yourself to multiple enemies while still checking all of the common spots. And you just want to work it as fast as you can. Take your time with it. This is a timed course. You can see yourself get better over time. It's actually quite a bit of fun. If you want to try a different spot on the map, you just type into the chat next. All right, so now we're going to try to take B site. Let's try to clear out tons without getting killed. Let's see how we do. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Not as easy as it looks, guys. Mid to B. Okay, we're gonna do a mid to B, guys. Let's see how it goes. Oh my god, this is so hard. Alright, so another really cool mode that this practice map has is practicing your smokes. Basically teaches you what the lineups are and where to stand. For instance, this smoke right here, you know, it tells you where to stand based on this little target on the ground. You stand right there. You line up your crosshair with this guy. You let it rip, and then it actually has a little target where, you know, your smoke should land if you threw it correctly. Money. And that'll block off pit. Let's try some of the other ones. Alright, this is a standing throw to long corner. Get into this little guy. I don't exactly know the lineups. That's okay, right? Because if you run through these courses, you know, you will figure out your own lineups. Alright guys, let's practice the dreaded Xbox smoke. The one that's shown here looks like a running. They want us to throw a running smoke. I'm not a huge fan of running smokes. I find that they're not all that consistent. Let's give it a try. Yeah, see? If you're interested in seeing a Xbox smoke that involves no running and no jumping, check out my Silver Strats video, episode 3. I'll put a link over here in the corner. In that video, I do a Xbox smoke that does not involve any running. It's a hell of a lot easier and more consistent than this one that they're trying to teach us in this practice mode. Alright. This is freaking hard. Oh, finally got it. Alright, this is another practice mode. They teach you all the mollies on the map, all the common spots. You know, like throwing this onto short right there. It's a good molly. It's a really good molly, actually. You know, just run through the practices on all these maps, and you'll be a pro in no time. You'll learn all the nades, you'll learn all the smokes, you'll learn all the flashes. So, like, that's not a good molly. See, that's why practicing in one of these practice maps is actually going to be really beneficial for you. That's better, but not really that good. It even has a flashbang mode, right? So let's learn this throw. It's a pop flash through long doors, alright? It says we gotta stand right here in the corner, look up. Oh, well, this is interesting. I never knew this one. I guess you just throw it right there. Wow, that's actually a really good flash. Now, these smokes, mollies, and flashes that they're showing us, they're great because they all seem to work, but you just gotta really figure out, you know, don't just rely on the crosshair that they're giving you. Really take your time and look at what the lineup should be. Also, you'll notice that I'm toggling on this huge-ass crosshair. In case you're curious how I toggle on this huge crosshair, I made a video on it. I'll link it in this video in the corner or something like that. Run and throw. Oh, I see. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm learning new things too, guys. Pop short, standing throw. I don't know how I feel about throwing stuff like this out in the open, but wow, that's actually a pretty good flash. And then throw pop B. The fuck? We're in the corner here. Aim it right here. Man, these are really complex flashes. I've never seen that. That's a great flash. I've never seen that one. Man, I'm learning all sorts of new things in this game. Right, guys, as you can see, there's a ton of practice modes here. Run through them. This is a great thing to do when you're on a competitive cooldown like I am right now, actually. Don't ask. Alright, let's try one of these other maps. Let's give Mirage a try. Alright guys, here we are on Mirage, practicing some peak angles. As you can see, you know, these are some angles that sometimes I don't even think about to check, honestly. That one's easy, but that's a great angle. I don't even see him, honestly. That guy barely shows up on my screen. Like, look at him. Can barely see him because he lines up perfectly with this archway. When you're practicing on these workshop maps, you'll get new ideas on what are some good places to peek from and where to hold angles. Alright guys, this is some pre-fire practice on Mirage. I have the bot set on pretty hard. So as you can see there's two guys there, so I got to be really careful on how wide to peek. Pre-firing is a great way to basically get your bullet off, you know, before your eyes can even see the enemy. You know, it's something that a lot of really good high-level players do. And if you know a player is going to be there, or there's a high probability a player is going to be where you think they be holding an angle, you're going to want to pre-fire because, you know, you being a regular person, an average, mediocre moose, your reaction time after you acknowledge them with your eyes and your brain is not fast enough to pull the trigger. This pre-fire game shows you that even if you don't see the person, you know, just take a shot anyway because there's a high probability that they're going to be there. It could save your life. See, peeking like from here is a bad idea, right? Because then I expose myself to both of them. So you want to take the fight one at a time. And this kind of teaches you the common angles and where to pre-fire. Alright, 90% of the way there, guys. Can I finish this peek practice? Let's see. I'm already in. Oh my god, no. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Comment below if you think this workshop map is helpful. Until next time, get out there and stay average. Damn.